everybody, and welcome to the stream. I'm just going to serenade you the entire stream. So you picked a good one to join. As you can see, we are underwater, and also the fact that my little sign is blue, casting a blue glow on my face, it kind of gives ooh, I'm also underwater. Fun. Anyways, my characters just got into a really big shipwreck, so we have the ocean to guide us on this next writing sprint. But before we talk any more about where Project Purple is, I want to check in with my lovely, lovely guests that we have joining me today. Taylor, how are you doing?
Hello, I'm doing fan-freaking-tastic.
Fan-freaking-tastic. How goes the Venture series?
Hello, world. It's me, Tay. And yeah, I'm an indie author, and I'm posting daily writing vlogs on my YouTube channel right now, which is kind of insane of me, and I'm loving it. Honestly, it's
my
so
show's
much fun.
On.
It's reigniting this I don't know. I think the authenticity I had when I first started my YouTube channel, it's coming back, and it's just super fluid and genuine, and it's my favorite thing. In terms of my writing projects, I am working on a YA fantasy series, the Venture series. Venture Below and Venture Beyond are already out and published, and I'm working also on the third book, but that she's back there waiting and resting. And I am working on the second edition of the first book I ever published, Venture Below, and making it just the best book that it can possibly be. I am currently in the revising process, and I'm trying to edit the whole thing this month. So I am working, I think tonight, on a really rough section in the beginning.
Chapter 4?
Chapters, yeah, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Yeah.
I think what I'm going to start working on, it's basically rewriting and reworking those chapters. It's not a soft edit, so I'm not looking forward to it, but I think I just have to shut up and do it, So that's me.
I relate to that so much. Just because I've been feeling so much writing resistance, and for what? It's literally NaNoWriMo 2.0. Everyone's in the spirit. Everyone's writing their books, and I have nothing keeping me from doing it. But I don't know. We'll talk. I feel like that'll be a good talking point later, because I feel like I know why it's kind of happening, but we can just have a little therapy session later. Asa, how are you doing, buddy?
I am so good. This is number 3 for me, and I am so excited. I just love being on these feeds. It just brings out this social moment that I just don't have in the rest of my life. Tay, I just, being online in conversation with you, so fun. Cody, thank you for having me back. Y'all, I just in the chat and everywhere, I'm just so excited for you, Cody. Thank you for this opportunity. I can't wait to hear the progress. I mean, you're at least a month in now, right? Or something. Anyway, I can't wait to hear all about that. I'm Asa Merritt. I used to be a screenwriter. There's a mosquito in my office. I used to be a screenwriter. I am now a fiction writer, which is why I hopped on YouTube. I am working tonight on a short story that I am concerned lives too much in the past, kind of goes into these flashbacks and traumas, dare I say indulgently or excessively.
Mm-hmm.
I got to figure it out. So
this isn't the Santa story, is it? Or is it?
Santa story, babe. I'm so glad you asked, because Santa story, Santa story. I mean, it's just so great. I'm so excited about it. It just is it just became something that I don't normally write in the best way. And this little girl took over. She just took the story by the reins and said, we're going this way. And so, yeah, that is Santa's story. This is a different story, right? This is a much more serious, kind of dense story. It's, it's meaty. It's family, it's heavy. It's heavy, actually. It really is what it is. But trying to keep the prose light, as it were. So anyway, that's the story. Runaway Story is the working title.
Ooh, Runaway Story. Very fun. We'll have to have a chat soon, because I'd love to hear more about how the Santa story has evolved, because I know whenever I think you were on stream last week, talked about how it felt like, as you were explaining the problem, it felt like it was the girl's story, and she was the focal point. And so I'm intrigued to see how that.
I think the last stream was a before and after moment for that story.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting the same tonight.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. We're going to have everyone's going to have an epiphany tonight. I'm speaking it into existence. Okay. And speaking of creative epiphanies, GW, how go your aliens?
Okay, yes. Come on,
Yes, transition.
Love that.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes. She's professional.
Super professional.
This is like stream
It's
number
going
17, 16
for you. Oh,
of this challenge. So
okay.
yeah.
I was like, only 17. You've done so many streams. Like you are stream king, and everyone's definitely stream queen. Definitely though.
Oh, 1000%.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm DW. I'm working on my middle grade, as Cody sort of insinuated. It's still going. Last time I was on your stream, I was replotting. I am still replotting, but things are going really well. Like, I feel like
Okay.
when I first, or the previous plot was sort of built around my main characters. Her name is Tice's parents, who are like these amazing like superhero type characters, but I needed to like restructure the world building around her because she is the central character. So that's what I've been doing. I do think it's going well. We'll see if I finish in the next week or two, but I feel very very happy about the progress. So yeah.
Good. Also, is there a perhaps a time that you have in mind where you will try going back into the drafting once you're done with brainstorming? Do you have kind of like a rough timeline for yourself?
Yes. So it's weird. My 1-year AuthorTube anniversary is January 29th. So I want this draft to be done before then. And I think it's just going to be an ugly draft. So I'm giving myself like 60
It's a
days.
first draft. It's supposed to be ugly.
Exactly. So I'm going to give myself 60 days for that. So leading up to that 60-day mark, that's what I'm giving myself. So I have
Nice. So
like 4 weeks or so, like something like that.
Interesting. So that'll actually probably put you starting at the end of Nano 2.0.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is so fun.
I know.
We love a
I'm
rebel.
relieving the pressure, and I'm letting y'all do your thing and like being encouraged by your progress.
Oh yeah. But I'm with you on that because I'm also letting everyone else do their November thing because
yes.
The whole reason that this challenge even came about was because last year I participated in my first like November challenge where I fast drafted my second book, Project Terms and Conditions, paranormal horror thriller vibe. And by the end of November, I was incredibly burnt out because I was also like posting weekly vlogs. I was also, doing god awful amount of live streams. I'm not kidding. I think I streamed like over 20 times in just the month of November. Like it was a time. And it was so fun. And it was so cool by the end of it to say, hey, I wrote a book in 30 days. But for what was it worth? What did it cost?
Yeah.
It cost my mental health for the next like 3 months. I'm not kidding. I probably didn't like actually sit down and write for at least a month and a half after I finished. Because I was just incredibly burnt out. So I was like, instead, why don't we stretch that one goal across 3 months? That way we're making smaller like chunks of progress, but it's more consistent over time.
Yeah.
Like we're not pushing ourselves too hard. It's still a push to get myself to sit down and write every day. But we're not going for like the crazy 1,700 words a day.
Yeah.
We're just going for whatever we get, we're grateful for. We sat down, we spent at least an hour, we'll take it. But yeah, I finished Act 1 on Halloween, which is very exciting. So it felt like we were wrapping up the first month. I wrapped up the first act, so it felt like a very like cool moment to let it happen. And my characters just crash landed onto the mainland, and we are. The last little bit of a scene that I wrote is us discovering who did not survive the crash, and one of my like fave side characters did not make it, but it was fine. This is his
it who
moment.
I think it is?
Point. Yeah. Wait, I think
you said
earlier, right?
You told. Yes.
What I told you earlier? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. R.I.P. But it's okay. It's okay.
Cry.
Oh yeah, this
hard through this book.
Yeah, there's this moment that I have planned with the person related to this character later in the story because one fun thing that I'm doing with this book is I'm also doing like other things like multimedia. Like I've written so far one sea shanty that has gone in the book that I kind of like intermingled a scene amongst a certain character singing this like shanty over a party. and so that was really fun to like write. And I'm planning on doing another song for that character that is like her and the person who did not survive the crash's song, and she's gonna like sing it at one like really low point. And that's
How dare
anyway.
you?
Yeah,
How dare you? Like,
literally. Today it got so serious that I had to I made a list of all 20 characters that arrived on this island, that crashed on this island, and now I have like highlight codes for like you're dead, you know, or if there's a certain character that's injured, like to keep track of that injury across, because you know when you're juggling 20 different people, you gotta like I have to have a list, otherwise I'll be like, did you break your leg or
and you don't want to miss somebody, or get it wrong.
Yeah, exactly. And so I'm doing that to just give myself something to go on. But yeah, I've already had to cross out two people and highlight 2 of them with injuries.
And it's just gonna get worse over the course of the book and the series.
Yeah.
It's just gonna get all
Christina, if you're in the chat, we will very soon be getting to the No Beatles. So
No.
yeah, but I don't have a picture. I didn't draw a picture of those. I only have a picture of the No Fish.
That's okay.
But anyways, let's say hello to the chat. We have Miley here. She's ready to go, clearly. Irene, welcome. Happy to have you here. Alex, hello everyone. Hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. I did, as a matter of fact, because I took a 2-day break off of writing. I finished Act 1 and was like, I just need a moment to like gather myself and like come to terms with what just took place. But yeah, so we took a couple of days off, but it's fine. We're back on track. Hello, Felicity. So happy to have you here. Hello. I'm gonna say, like, I read that as Ingrid, even though I don't know if that's how to say it, but I'm gonna call you Ingrid unless you tell me otherwise. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Araya. Hello. Oh my gosh, so many friends in the chat. Charlie, what's up? Hello. Welcome. That's so cool. Love the sea shanty. Yes, I love the sea shanty as well.
Are you going to record like any music for it? I know you're a musical person.
There's only one right answer.
I mean, there's a high likelihood that any like thing like that, whether it be like a song or whatever, there's a part of me that really wants to include like sheet music. Like for it, you know, like with just the melody of it, like written out. So I think that'd be really neat. And obviously I want to have a map. So like I want to have all these fun things just to really like add to the world, because I feel like when a world, I mean, not only like it's just cool that I chose to give my world songs apparently, but I mean I have a music background, so that's you know I guess where that comes from, but I'm really enjoying it. And that scene where the character is singing that song is like my favorite scene that I've written so far in this book, because that's also when the characters find out where they're actually headed. Like, because they don't know about the trials when they're on the boat. But there's a scientist who gets too drunk at the party and spills the beans. And they're like, what? And she gets like dragged off before she can explain anything. Drama. And I love it. None of that was plotted.
Because your face is telling me everything I don't want to know. Taylor's like, So I know there can be like painful moments. Like, gosh darn it.
Unfortunately, Taylor does know every detail about the story.
Everything. Wow.
It's a blessing and a curse. Okay, Def, do the sheet music. Heard. We'll absolutely do that for sure. The sheet music would be so fun. Okay, good. Oh, okay, it is Ingrid. We were right. Perfect. What a creative name to put your name in a username. I love that. Hello. Used to subscribe to your Patreon, Cody. Had to take a break from writing World for a little bit, but I'm excited to be back and catch some live sprints. Kimmy, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. Uh-oh. Ding dong. Somebody's at the door. Ooh, here for the drama, here for the music, here for it all. Well, Karinia, sounds like this book might be written for you. I'm just saying. I will be, stay tuned to the channel, because maybe if you want to be a beta reader, I'll be looking. Not anytime soon. Probably like next year. Hello. Welcome is. Happy you could make it. You're just in time because here in a few moments, we're going to be getting started with our first sprint. We're going to be doing 2 40-minute sprints. And yeah, it's going to be a great time. I don't know if I shared my goal for tonight, but my goal for tonight is to finish this chapter that I'm on. I'm on chapter 13. So I want to finish that, however many words that ends up getting to. I'm already at like 270 and my daily goal is 500. So I'll definitely hit that. And then I want to do my daily journal. And then I think that's it. Do either of you have a specific goal for this evening?
Asa, go first.
Oh God. I guess just be present with the story. Try to just sit with it and try to see what it wants to be. You know, this is, I don't know, for me, it's like early phases of the story. So it's not like line editing yet. It has a spine. I just kind of want to like vibe a little bit, as sort of broad as that word is here, but just kind of like identify the heart of it is a goal of mine tonight. So it's going to be kind of a lot of reading and probably tweaking certain parts and like finding passages that are extra resonant and like dialing in on those. That's my vision.
Love. Yeah. Perfect. I mean, you picked a good place to do it because you found the heart of the last one on this stream.
I mean, that is like no joke. It so happened. So yeah.
So you never know. We'll see. DW, what about you?
Yeah, there's a reason why I asked Asa to go first, because I feel like his response was just like perfect. And now I have to follow up to it. I should have gone first. But anywho, I am going to work more on my main character's like internal struggles at the very beginning. Like I feel like the plot has been progressing, but I feel like having that, speaking of heart, like those heartful touchstone or touch points throughout the story, and making sure that I'm addressing where she started out with her wants and then where she's going to end up with her wants, even though the action is sort of driving a lot of the plot at the moment.
Love. And see, for me, that's usually what I know to begin with. Like when I start a first draft, I know where I want a character to start and I know where I want them to end. And usually I discover the path between as I write it and as the characters kind of start to speak and take on a life of their own and start making their own decisions of how they want to do their arc, even though they still end up in the same spot. They do it their way, I guess, you know, how they do.
Yeah.
Taylor, do you have a specific goal for tonight? Is it just the 4, 5, 6, 7?
If possible. Honestly, if I could just start, that would be great.
Well, we'll be starting literally in 2 minutes. So your wish will be my command, but you do have to wait the 2 minutes. I'm so sorry.
But there's a difference between like being forced like with the time restraint and then there's like getting into it. You know what I mean?
Yes,
and
100%.
I don't think I'm mentally prepared to get into it. Essentially what I'm doing is softening. I put way too much romantic tension between my main character and a side character that's not the love interest. And it was like an interesting, he couldn't help it. Okay. I was like, dang, like, okay, like fine. But you know what I mean? I was like, okay, cool. But it loses the weight when the love interest comes in. And even though I do love this character that has a very small part, but he has a huge part in what I hope will be the prequel.
Prequel.
I didn't say
I haven't heard about her.
And that's on purpose. So okay. I was like, because I got to get this done first. But
yeah, you got 2 books in the pipeline.
I got too much going on. But I do think about that often. And I had to soften it up, even though I love his character. And that's the thing. It's like it came out and it was a very natural interaction between the two of them. And I realized it just doesn't fit. So I'm having to lessen that. And I'm like removing certain scenes where they're interacting and kind of replacing him with a different pivotal character. So yeah, and it's a pretty big overhaul that I'm not looking forward to.
Well, you're going to do it. You're going to do great and you're going to slay. I have full faith. We all have faith. I have faith. Chad has faith. You know, we believe in you.
We got that.
Miley, I do see your question, but I'm going to save it for the next one since we're about to start our first actual sprint. But I did see it. I started, so I won't forget. So if you see me not pull up the question, please blow me up in chat and be like, hey, don't forget about my question. And I got you because I'll probably forget. And Araya, yes, I am doing one giant vlog for the 90 Day Novel Challenge. So that will most likely go up, if I had to guess, by the end of January, because I'll be finishing this challenge on the 31st. I'm probably going to take a break from computers for about like a week at least. And then it'll take me a little while to edit it because I'm sure it'll be hours of footage. So it'll take me some time to edit it. But my goal is to have it posted before the end of January for sure. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Me and Charlie are neck and neck. Just finished writing chapter 13. Very nice. And yes, your end count is much bigger than mine. Yours is at 150, and I'm aiming for 90. I probably won't get that, so it'll probably end up being like 75 to 80 if I had to guess.
Yeah.
By the end. But that's very good for you, girl. 150K. I don't know if I can think that long. You know.
Whoa.
But very nice for hitting 22K. That's a slay.
Whoa.
Goals to write anything at all, honestly. Felt that. Either going to be working on the new first chapter of Departure or drawing reference sheet for Last of the Main Quartet. So fun. I wrote a musical, but someone else did the music. Oh, that's so cool. I love that. I need to eat and then I'll be writing a short story. Okay, Miley. Hey, Christina. Welcome. You're just in time because it is time to focus. And because we did have our shipwreck just recently happen, we have our ship wrecking timer. So you're welcome, I guess. But anyways, friends, we are going to be writing for the next 40 minutes. Best of luck to all of you. And at the end of this, we will be asking for lines. So that gives everyone like 40 minutes to either write a line or find a line to share. So with that said, we love you so much. Best of luck, and we'll see you in 40 minutes. There we go. Too many tabs. Not enough time.
One too many tabs.
One too many. I got about 3 too many.
I got one too many.
And the thing is, I not only have a sea timer, but I also have an underwater shipwreck ambiance. So like everything sounds like it's like muffled and underwater. And so I was like, wait, which of these shipwrecks am I clicking on for this timer? We figured it out in the end. But Taylor, how did it go for you?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. We freaking locked in. We locked in, clocked in, and I got through the chapter, which is like 3 pages. But I'm loving it. Like it's happening. Things are happening. The words are flowing. It's like super fluid, which is really, really nice. But we're about to hit like the action point of this chapter where we're gonna have a fist fight. It's not good. It's not gonna end well at all for our heroes, we'll say. But I'm eating it up. I love the drama, so I'm having a great time. But yeah, so it went really well, like really, really well.
Very nice. Asa, how'd it go for you?
Okay. Feels. I have feels. Okay. Sorry. I think it's like working, but it's at odds with these like principles that I have about what I think fiction should be or do, and so it's actually super exciting because I had the moment of being like, if it works, it works. If it works, it works, and I think it works. So like, just because usually you don't like backstory or flashbacks or X, Y, and Z, it's like, hey, here it's working. So it was kind of this like demon angel combo that happened that was mediated, and they came to it. I don't know. So not a ton of writing happened, but I did have a really productive engagement with this story, which was the goal. So I feel good.
Good. Very nice. Very nice. And DW, how did it go for you, buddy?
It went pretty well. I would give it a
we're gonna rate it.
Plus, okay. Maybe like it's passing, and I felt pretty good about it, but it could have been a lot better. So I think in the next front, I think we'll get it to a B. How about that?
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about Act 1. Act 2, with all of the things that I've planned, I've got to choreograph that smoothly, and right now it's just a jumbled hot mess of good ideas, but it needs to be streamlined. So what I'll be working on.
Very nice. And I got question mark like 200 words. So not bad. I also like read through a little bit that I wrote earlier at work just to kind of like get me back into the scene. And so I did like end up doing a little bit of revising for part of that, but it's fine. But also I was struggling with this scene. And so most of that sprint was me like thinking, just kind of staring at the wall, being like, how do I get to this next point? So, but I think we figured it out, and we're about to be at the gate. We're about to be at the gate to open the trials, and it's about to go down.
There's no going back after that point.
Well, I mean, there's no going back anyways, because the only way off the island is now broken in half.
The book just goes insane.
Oh yeah. It's the only way out is through, and it's gonna suck. But
who's ready for trauma?
Oh, not me. I don't want to do this to them. It's gonna suck. They're gonna not like it at all. But
you plotted it.
I did.
It's your book.
What does that say about me? But it's fine. I'm excited with where it's going, and it's just we're in Act 2, so that we're about to be in the fun and games of it all, like literally. Oh, speaking of like talking earlier about including the music and the sheet music stuff, I also designed like games, because one of the trials is based on a game in this world. It's called Islands Asunder. And basically, in my mind, it's like 4 corners, but instead of 4 corners, it's a grid of 9 islands. There is a timer where each person must like place their characters on whatever islands they want, so they can like evenly disperse them all. They can put them all in like one group, but at the end of each round, one of the islands sinks, and all of the players on that island are eliminated. So it's almost kind of like in my head, it's like Squid Games, but with magic.
Mm-hmm.
Cody, your brain needs to be studied. Like, how did you come up with this?
When he told me that, I was like,
it's so
what?
fun. And I even have like a little like grid up here. I don't know if you can like see it, but I have like a little grid of the original one that I was gonna do. But yeah, that's trial number 1. I don't know if you can see that on the post-it note.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Wow.
Oh.
hello. I don't know where it went. I'll find it later. But because I think that was the picture of me and Taylor, actually.
Oh, was it a Polaroid?
Yeah, it was our Polaroid from the piano.
You
Oh, I
must
found
find
it. Here we go. I found it. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Our little Polaroid by the piano on our
Yeah,
writing
I'm gonna
retreat.
that.
I'm gonna cry. Wow.
It was so fun.
That's really
I'll put it somewhere where it won't fall. There we go. But yeah, that's what we're about to get to is the Islands Asunder trial. And I haven't decided yet if the island is going to sink or if the players on it are just going to sink through the sand.
Oh.
And you know, yeah. So anyways, that's what I'm working towards is that first trial. So yeah. Oh God. I'm sorry. I just thought because okay, can I just yap for a
Go for
second?
it. Go
Talk.
for it.
Because
Yes.
I'm just so excited about this freaking
As you
these
should
trials.
be. Yeah.
Like, the trials, I'm so excited.
Mhm.
So the first one, you now know, Islands Asunder.
Yeah.
And that one is going to like basically cut the group in half. So we're going into there with 18, and I think we're going to come out of there with like 10. So it's almost in half. And then the second one is like I don't know. Right now, it's Hallway of Dreams. It's basically a hallway that you have to cross through. But once you actually enter the threshold between the two doors, there is the whatever's in there will try to tempt you with the thing that you want most. And so, for example, this character who just lost this person that just happened, this character is going to go through and is going to see her person. But it's basically like a parapet where like you think like there's an illusion that you can like step towards them, but if you do step towards them, you fall to your death.
Wow.
And that character, the singing character, that is their moment to have a full circle. So that is the second trial. And basically, and so something's going to happen there that's going to literally physically scar one of our characters, but I'm not going to tell you which one. And yeah, and then the third trial is it's a maze of ice, but it is where the dusk comes in because every person that dies on this land, their bodies become like a husk of their former selves. So they're called dusks because they're like they're shadows basically. And these shadows begin to look familiar, like people that we have maybe seen before. And that is one fun mystery, but they have to get through this maze of ice to get to the tomb that lies at the end of the trials. And this tomb belongs to the god who betrayed his creator, killed all of his siblings. And so like this is the tomb that they find. And let's just say one of the characters may fall to the spirit of this god.
Taylor, cut it out.
I'm really trying to act cool.
So those are like the trials that I have. So like they're all very different. Like the first one gives me like Squid Games, but with magic.
Yeah.
The second one gives me Witch's Road from Agatha All Along. And the third one kind of gives me like Maze Runner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like they're all like very like different in my mind, but there's So anyways, those are my 3 trials that my characters will have to survive Not to mention the no beetles that are basically like if you eat or like open any food around them, basically they are like beetles that have like these hooks for noses, but like they're giant, and so like they like hook under your flesh.
Thank you.
And but like they work in groups, so like a bunch of them will hook under the flesh, and as a group they will lift you and carry you off.
Wow.
And yeah, we're about to get to those.
Are any of you guys watching the Welcome to Derry series? Like,
yes.
Okay, I was not afraid of any of either of those 2 episodes that premiered, but what you're describing makes me feel so much more
so
like afraid.
You're telling me decapitated dad in a pickle jar?
I don't know
and
why.
bugs hooking into your flesh and flying around. Yeah,
right.
That's a little bit more scary.
Yeah. Well, I just
That
hate
freaks
bugs.
me out.
So basically, I just made all of my, because I don't like the ocean. I do not swim where I cannot see what is around me. I don't like that. I like being on the beach under an umbrella with a nice breeze, but I'm not going to be in the water. I don't know what's in there, and that's really none of my business. So I don't do that. And so I guess that's where the no fish came from. But also I hate bugs with a passion, with a burning, raging passion. And so no beetles. Basically all of my deepest fears are in these creatures.
Wow.
But anyway, y'all just got a whole scoop on where we're headed with this freaking book. And these characters are about to struggle a lot, but it's fine. Okay, let's check in on the chat because I have been neglecting you. I do apologize. Honestly, I felt like I was on FaceTime there for a second. I forgot we were streaming.
No, literally.
Got 659 this round, a line I was proud of. We don't get the luxury of choice. We ask and must take what is given. The font knows our core and decides what gifts to share with us. Amen. Love that line. Is wrote about 9:40 that sprint. Very nice. Yes, that did go by very quickly. I was like, wait, 40 minutes? That was fast. Spent less time sprinting, more just staring and thinking. And that's part of the process. Natalie, also, hi, Natalie. I don't know if I said hey to you. Welcome. Wrote 200-ish words and then worked on my daily vlog edit. We love to see it. Y'all are killing it with the daily vlogs. I love getting to work every morning and being like, my show's on from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. I'm watching my friends. And then I'll answer your emails. Don't talk to me before then. Locked right in with 404 words. Nice job, Irene.
Wow.
Ooh, 179 words in a line. A part of me recoils from the disappointment, wishing that his kindness had stemmed from something other than childhood nostalgia. The other part is grateful for it. Oh,
yeah.
Period, Charlie. Now I had another tab open, watching another video as I hear a faint one too many tabs in the background. Been there. I have been there. I've been in the middle of a YouTube video forgetting that I was like watching someone stream while they were actually sprinting and I just wasn't writing. And then next thing I know, there's a whole other person talking and I'm like, what is going on? Yeah. Who are you people? That's how I feel. An angsty line. If I hadn't had this blood, if I had drained it, would it all be okay? Would they have survived? Would I have survived? That's just part one. Would I have felt the pain that haunts me every day and night, the one that damaged my mind and stained it in black and white? Okay, poetry.
No, literally, that sounds
literally. Like, for real.
Wow, I love that.
Love. 606 words, but some of that is from scratch and the rest edited over. Very nice. Another 600 words, lots of wondering just how much my main character actually knows because my notes are, well, they don't exist. That's so real. That's so real. I ate some pasta and got 704 words, overthinking the colors of everything right now. We love to see it. We love to see it. Also, Trevor was getting a hello from the chat.
Yeah, he abandoned me now.
Everybody did so well. They really did. First stream attended ever, working on my full chapter outline and plotted out my full bad guys close in section.
Oh,
Renia, that's so awesome. And we're so happy that you're here and you were able to make some great progress. That's awesome. Ooh, heated up a chicken pot pie. Love.
Delicious.
I love a chicken pot pie. But I like a good homemade chicken pot pie.
Mhm.
And I like to use the rotisserie chicken
I'm
as
sorry.
the chicken in the chicken pot pie.
Mm.
Delicious.
Got home from work, got kids situated, dishwasher unloaded, dinner started. Okay, you better work. Killing it. Came in halfway, got 110 words. Wish I knew more of my plot, but it's coming together slowly. And that's okay. That is a-okay. It's not about pace, it's about progress. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we got to give the trauma so the characters can grow truly.
Me and the entire Venture series.
Plotting trauma, writing it, happening to our babies. So real. Cries. Thank y'all so much. Y'all are so sweet. Right? Maybe they think they will sink, but then people just start dropping through the sand. That is also terrifying. Yeah, scary quicksand vibes. I also, I'm claustrophobic. Don't like being in enclosed spaces.
Yeah.
And I was reading this thing about, the grain thing, like the silos that hold all the grain, because you know how like it like drains from the middle, right? And so when it does, it all like slides in the middle. And it says that even if you weren't fully submerged, you would still like suffocate because of the pressure of it around your body. And when I found that out,
Are you
that's
going
my
into
sleep paralysis demon. No, I've never been in a silo, but I am just definitely afraid that all of a sudden the ground is going to shift under me and like bury me. So, yeah, it stresses me out. But anyway, maybe this book is my therapy. I'm just getting through all of it.
Yeah.
We're uncovering it all. Visceral, the others can be so symbolic. Yes, I love. Yes. Not holding back with the terrorizing your characters. I'm really not. I'm so sorry. Bro, this is thank y'all. Oh my gosh, y'all are so kind. I really appreciate it. Think of the first person who discovered quicksand, right?
Ooh.
Sucks to be them. That's
Right?
what I guess, nosy people. That's why they say, what is it? Curiosity killed the cat. I'm not stepping on nothing that don't look solid. And that's just me. That's just me. Oh, thank you so much, Ian. If you describe that no beetle one more time, I'm gonna vomit.
Literally.
Yeah, Natalie also hates bugs. They're scary, and I'm probably gonna mention them again when I'm actually writing that scene. Gonna be fun to dream about, right? Afternoon to you. So time to write after relaxing. That scene from A Quiet Place with the silo. Yeah.
Maybe that's what I was thinking of. Because I did have like an image in mind, but I was like, is it from a movie? I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah, y'all, I wrote a short film that the entire thing takes place in a grain silo.
They're really so
scary. Yeah, no, they're like built in scary. Yeah.
Ugh, terrified. Yeah, I'm just yeah. Anyways, I don't really know how to transition into the timer, so I'm going to not waste any more of your time and start the next sprint. There we go. We found it. Okay, 40 minutes starting now. Best of luck. Happy writing.
So ominous. I love that.
I was about to do some body rolls to it.
You know? It was the vibe.
Get into it. Oh, how did it go for y'all? Taylor, how'd you do?
Well, you see, it's the end of my time here at work. So I closed the office and stuff, and then I finished editing my vlog, made a thumbnail, uploaded it, and then I started working on the rest of chapter 4. I maybe have a page left. Yeah, I literally have like probably a page or less than that, but I'm at a point where I'm like having to make a decision, and it was too much work that needed to be done in that bit, but I'm still having fun. I'm still on a roll.
Right.
Feeling good. So
We
that's
love.
all that matters.
Indeed. Asa, how did it go for you?
Oh, I kind of had the inverse order there. I worked on the story for a hot second, and then my creative brain, the legs started shaking a little bit, and so I turned to important writing work, but slightly less demanding, which I was looking for a place to submit this other story, not the legendary Santa story, but a different story. So I was like looking at literary magazines and looking at these like spreadsheets I found and looking at submission fees and submission deadlines, and it just all feels intimidating and daunting.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, you can pay $3 to a dozen journals that take 1%. You know, and I'm just like, there's a way. I don't know. Determination. I have it, but it's just like, oh God, this is so daunting. Anyway, that was my experience. So I kind of like, I found a couple, and some of these spreadsheets I found do indicate ones that don't have fees, but it's a new world. And so it still seems, I'm sure next year, Cody, for your November 2026 marathon, I'll be like, yeah, so, oh my God, remember when I was intimidated by LitMag? But I'm intimidated today.
Yeah.
And that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Keep on keeping on. And DW, how did it go for you?
It was going well until I had to kick my dog out because he was tearing up my rug.
I understand that. This honey,
there's the other dog.
Right. This honey has been in this room bugging me, whining at my feet. I know. That's her butt.
Is it always during the stream like my dog does?
Oh, honey.
I get not a moment's peace in this world because of her.
Normally he's okay, but it's like as soon as I turn on the lights in here for stream and set up my like office, I feel like he just senses I'm going to be like distracted, and
you're trying to log in.
Yes.
Yeah. See, that's usually Duchess, but tonight it's been Honey. So
I'm in here now, so I don't have any of my fur babies with me. I can just
lock in, clock in. We love to see it.
But I worked on the plot a little bit more, and even did a line if we want to share. Well, it's sort of like a little chunk of a paragraph, but yeah.
Yes. Okay. Because I totally forgot for us to share last time, so we can do our share really quick before. But really quickly, I'm gonna check in with the chat, see how chat did while everyone finds their line. Got about 400 on that sprint and got 1.5 edits done for my YouTube channel. Very nice. Is one of your best lines. Might not ever show it, but what monster shows their motivations, shows what created them into this nightmare they can't escape. Ooh.
Okay, that's better than mine. So let's lower expectations for me. Okay.
Got my daily video edited, published, only just now started writing. I think it's like 8 words, LOL, but here's a line I left from yesterday's session. To Capri's delight, a woman in her 60s or 70s opened the door. Her golden brown skin was heavily wrinkled. Her long, smooth black hair was graying at the roots with no attempts at covering it up. She wore a brightly colored caftan with lots of gold bangles and a pair of worn-out slippers. She was the real deal.
Ooh.
Oh, I love that.
Period.
I'm loving
Love
that.
to see it. Great job. Miley did some research on Black life in the Ozarks in the mid-20th century. Okay, research. Got about 450 done that sprint, wrote a flashback bit, and now I'm very sleepy. I'm with you, Lauren. I am also sleepy. My brain is mush after a long day of work and now 2 hours of live streaming. I am tired, but it's fine. I do it because I love it. I already did that. Finished plotting out this short story, kicked it off, wrote about 500 words for it. Very nice, Grace. Charlie got 430-ish words that time per line. That would only work if you were better, I say. If I were you, I would be less focused on teaching me respect and more focused on self-preservation.
Ooh.
You got a snap.
The snap. Dang.
You better work, bitch.
Right. Thanks for the great start. Tend to work overnight, so my day's just beginning. Okay, well, keep on trucking along. Submitting to journals is so daunting. Megan feels your pain, Asa.
Thanks, Megan.
Got about 400 words and accidentally closed all my tabs. Here's a silly line that probably won't stay, LOL. Vampires? Flying vampires?
There we go. I was like, I need more drama in that.
Yeah.
Vampires?
Flying? Love the drama. Yes, corgis revolt. They do indeed. Okay, friends, we want to quickly share our lines. Taylor, do you want to go first?
I was going to say we should do DW then Asa than me, since DW.
Oh, okay, great. DW, take it away, DW.
Yeah. This is nothing super polished, but keep in mind it's a middle grade series. So anywho, Thais had heard of their species before. To most throughout Chromakai, a city that they're in, they were simply called greys. Small, barely 4 feet tall, fast talking with a head nearly twice the size of hers. But not many knew the history of the Tauren, the native name of their species, a war-hungry alien order that ended the promise-filled destinies of many planets, all too early, including their own.
Okay,
I like that.
How cool!
What do you even mean? That was great.
That.
Wow.
Thanks, guys.
I love.
That's literally like the second paragraph I've written in this draft, thanks to Cody's stream. The first thing, the other stream I was on.
Amen. Look, if it takes one paragraph per stream, listen, I'm in for the long haul.
We'll get there. Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to sign up a lot so we can get through this draft together.
I love that. I'm so intrigued by aliens too. I can't wait to read that. That's so cool.
Right.
It's fun.
I love it.
Yes, indeed. All right. Well, Asa, you're up on the chopping block.
Right. So this is like in the middle of this short story, the runaway story, and it's about this kid who's like running away from an abusive situation. He's on his bike in the middle of the night. It was windy and it was cold, but I got warm fast and the wind felt good and I felt free and I stood up from the bike seat and rode faster just to get the wind to hit my face harder. And on the downhills, I sped down to feel like I might fall and not be afraid.
Oh,
that was good.
Not feel afraid.
Wow. I love that. Like I can really picture it, like being him in that moment, and going downhill. Yeah.
I'm excited for the short story. Like the whole short story takes place in one like middle of the night bike ride. I think it's a cool little container, I think.
Yeah.
How many words is in a short story typically?
Well, anywhere from like 2,000 to 6,000 is kind of your like most common marketed short story, but those definitions can really go on each side longer.
Got it.
Longer or shorter.
That's a cool challenge to do something so compact.
Yeah. Wow.
All right, Taylor.
That means it's my turn. Okay.
It is indeed.
So just like a little setup is that this is my main character and Cody knows exactly who it's going to be, but it's this prince who is an actual word I can't say, okay, without Cody getting demonetized. So this is a private interaction and this is like, we don't know the extent of how awful this guy is until like this private moment. Okay. I don't know why I'm choosing to read this part, but it's like, I think the best, I don't know. Anyway. Okay. Okay. So I glanced away, feeling his gaze like a weighted thing. It was in that moment I recognized the look in his eyes. It was the same one he was drowning Rose. her little sister, in last night. My stomach flipped and I swore bile was rising in my throat. I'd do anything to get that look off his face. Prince Asher's smile bore teeth, full predator, full desire.
Oof.
It's
That's
icky.
good.
It's icky. It just gets worse as it goes on because he hasn't done anything yet, and then it just gets worse. Can I read another section? Hold on. There's another part that I just wrote that I really love.
Okay. We get the double
Okay.
scoop.
Go for it. I'm just gonna go for it. Again, nobody judge me. Nobody come for me. Okay, but I'm just gonna read it. Okay.
Okay.
Trigger warning, I guess, because it is like he crosses a boundary and doesn't listen to her when she says no. But she's a rock star, so it's fine. Okay. So he says, we don't like each other, obviously, but there are other ways we can get along. And then, yeah, his hand snaked into my hair and pulled me in. My lips were a breath away from his. No, I said in a strangled breath. He rolled his eyes and went to continue as if I hadn't just told him not to. I tugged away, standing to my feet. The prince stood to his, a smug smile on his lips as he rushed over, hands grabbing my shoulders. Out of all the things my father had taught my sister and I, this was something I was always grateful to know. I lifted my knee, striking him square in the groin. My father had told us that no matter who dared to touch us without permission deserved to have their manhood pummeled. The prince fell to the ground with a thud, his hands flying between his legs. He called me a few choice words, but I ignored him. You should really learn to listen, I snapped before turning around and heading for the exit.
I love that.
I love her. She's a princess, but she
I
like.
I know exactly the guy you're talking about now.
I love Adelaide
with
so much. And in this moment, because I didn't have something like that really happen in the original, and this gives her so much competency, you know? Like she's like, no.
Like
and this,
agency, like
yeah. And it's a huge distinction also between like how her father raised her and how her mother raised her. And her mother is the one setting up this arrangement and is really like enabling the prince like this terrible behavior, and then to have her father be the one who taught her to stand up for herself no matter who dared to touch her, even if he's a prince. Like
right.
I love that. And so I just added that bit in during our sprint, so I was pretty happy about it.
Yes, love.
Loved it.
So good. We did have a couple more shared in the chat. I'll just go ahead and pop those up. Don't pretend you're not loving this. I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about. Ooh, we love sugar and spice. Let's see. Okay, I think that was the only line actually. So great. My line. Actually, I'm just going to read you the last little bit that I wrote. I count the spots, afraid of what I already suspect, and confirm my theory when I reach 20, one for each passenger. The words come out like acid bubbling from my throat. B was telling the truth.
Ooh.
Oof.
Oh, the acid. Oh,
yeah.
That's so visceral.
Questions.
Oh yeah, B was telling the truth. Oh,
damn.
Yeah, because basically what's happening right now is there are these circles outside of the main gate to the trials, and the commander basically we thought they were walking towards the group with the two casualties, but then they took like a hard left, and then they're like, where the hell are you taking him? Like, what the hell? And then they like start following, and then we come around this corner and we see this giant crystal gate, and there are 20 circles like in an arch or like a semicircle in front of it, and they're like laying the bodies like one on each of the circles, and Asher's like, what do you think that's all about? And then whenever Luca counts how many there are, there's 20 of them. Each of them needs to be on a circle for the gate to open. So that's why they're putting the bodies there. But all of that, there's about to be a big confrontation right now, like in this next part. So yeah,
I love it.
We're about to see a little bit of the commander's true colors start to show, and yeah, he's not a nice guy,
to say the least.
But anyways, that takes us to the end of our stream this evening. Thank you all for being here, chat. Thank you for rocking out with us for like 2 hours and 15 minutes. Good Lord. Thank you to my lovely, lovely guests for hanging out on the channel as always. Really quick, we'll start with Taylor, work our way around. Anything you want to plug real fast? Rapid fire, 1, 2, 3, go. Go, Tay.
Okay, so you can check out my books, The Venture Below and Venture Beyond. You can check out Venture Below's first edition before the second one drops, and also before the third and final book in the series comes out. And also, I'm posting a video every single day on my channel. So if you want a ton of raw, authentic writing vlogs about my experience trying to revise this book, check it out. And thank you so much, Cody, for having us. I love you so much.
I love you too, bestie.
Cody, I feel the same. This is always a delight. You can find me on YouTube at Asa Merritt Writes. I wrote a series for Audible starring Stephanie Hsu called 6 Sermons. It's about mental health. I'm really proud of it. It's really good. It's fiction, but yeah, it's about that. And I run a horror story club where, with my friend Sarah Ray Werner, we read stories out of a horror story collection anthology and kind of book club that. If that's your thing, that's happening over on my channel as well. Anyway, reach out. I love all y'all writers.
Yes. Of course. And last but not least, DW.
Hello, friends. I go by Written by DW on YouTube, not on any other social media site. I'm just going to keep it short and sweet. You can find me there.
Amen. And I've been your host. I'm Cody the Writer on all the socials. I wrote a book allegedly. I don't have it. Oh, I do. Looks like this. It's right here, the Ghostwriters Club. If you are interested into a fun little thriller to get you through these trying times, Anyways, next time you will see me is going to be Saturday because we are not doing Thursday streams in November in respect for the turkeys. And so
Jesus.
But so next time you see me will be Saturday, 10 a.m. I have 2 lovely guests. It's gonna be Madeline James and Ari's Pages. So yeah, come hang out with us on Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Central Time. Get your writing in, and